I was born in a small village of Ngiratregd in Palau Island. The name of the house, our home is called Ngiratregd. It's quite important to know the name of your home because there is no address for the homes. It's called by name, and that home stays with you forever. Growing up, my father is a fisherman and my mom is a gardener. So as a child, I learned all the tricks and trade of fishing and gardening. The first Peace Corps volunteer that came to Palau, and he helped me to get a scholarship to Macalester. My parents could not afford to send me to beyond high school, any private school or anything. So I thought that was the end of my schooling, and then I just stay in Palau and go to find a job. But I was fortunate to get a scholarship. He took me to a preparation to come to Minnesota. He would open this icebox and tell me that Minnesota, that's what Minnesota looks like. Saying goodbye to especially my mother. She wouldn't even say, she just left. She didn't give me a hug, or it was really tough. I took the airplane from Palau to Guam. From Guam, I lived there for a couple of days, and then took a plane from Guam to Hawaii. And then from Hawaii, I flew to Minneapolis airport. Macalester had found the host parents for me. They live in Bloomington, and they had 3 children, and they were at the airport with sign welcoming me. On the island, we eat fish 3 times a day. It was hard to eat toast and eggs. I learned English in high school in Palau. I spoke English. I got a perfect grade in grammar, English grammar. I knew how to write it, and I thought I knew how to speak it. But when I got here, people use slang language. They say, "Oh, that's cool," and it just blew me away. I couldn't understand what they were saying. The enormous size of the country, the U.S., just blew my mind away. Imagine I come from this real tiny village of 15 houses to the city of Minneapolis. All of a sudden, you don't know anybody around you. You don't relate to. There's so many people and so many friends, and the country is full of wonderful people, but I feel so lonely at times. You can't really share your culture with them. I became really comfortable in Minnesota. The lakes and beautiful lakes kind of remind me of the island. And I met my wife at Macalester. After college, we traveled. We went and lived on the island for a couple of years. My wife came back to go to graduate school, and I stayed on the island. My oldest sister came to me and asked me what my plans were. Say, your girlfriend had left, and you're here, and just want you to know that if you think you are obligated to stay here and make your parents and us happy, then you are wrong. You need to go where you think what's good for you. That was the turning point of where I was going to be, because I always thought that I need to come home. I just left, and we settled down and came back to the States, and we settled down in St. Paul. The international community that we have embraced is just tremendous. You know, my wife has got Swedish background, and we host children from around the world. And it promotes an understanding of, you know, whether how far you came from, or where you are, and what brought you here. It's at the end of the day, it's the love that you share with a fellow human being.